Hello, Mayan. Good afternoon.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Can you hear me well?
Yes,
How there you are. Okay, how are you today, Mayan?
yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, that's really great. Okay, how's the weather right now?
It's rainy today.
Yeah, similar in here. Is there a typhoon in Vietnam?
Yes.
Yeah, same here too. There is a typhoon, and many people in the Philippines are affected by the typhoon. What about in Vietnam?
Mm, we have a typhoon and is no,
Okay. How about your area? Is it affected by the typhoon?
yes.
I see. Okay. So anyway, today we're going to learn about books and reading. Okay, do you like reading books, man?
Yes.
Wow, that's really nice to know. Okay, now, of course, our lesson is divided into three. We're going to have vocabulary, phrases, reading, and discussion. So first, we have the vocabulary. Listen and repeat. Ebook,
Book.
ebook.
Ebook.
Very good. Okay, so when we say ebook, this is an electric book. Same with Wattpad. We usually read Wattpad on our cell phone, computer, laptop, iPad, tablet, or Kindle. Kindle is like a book, but with the use of internet. Okay, do you have an ebook, Mayan?
Yes, I have.
Do you have an ebook?
Yes, I have.
I'm sorry?
Yes, I have.
Oh, nice. How long have you had it?
I have 2 years ago.
Oh, wow, very good because you have it two
Yes.
years ago. Okay. Now, how about now? Do you still read ebook?
Mm, Sometimes I read ebook.
Okay. Now, let's look at this one. We have here favorite.
Favorite.
Nice. Okay, so what do you mean by favorite, Mayan?
Mm, I think it's something or some things I like is a favorite.
Nice. Okay. Now, what is your favorite book, Mayan?
I think is some my book favorites is some document book.
Okay. That's nice because you like stories that are based on real life because most I like documentaries are based on real life stories. Okay, now look, listen and say reader.
Reader.
Great. What is a reader, Mayan?
I think it's some pupil is a pupil or read a book.
Very good. Okay. Now, who is uh the best reader that you've ever known?
Hmm. No.
Oh, okay. So, how many readers are there in your family?
I think it's 3 people.
Yes, Mayan?
I think it's 3 people.
All right. So there are three people. Wow. Who are they? You? Who else?
My brother and my sister.
Okay, very good. So now look at this. We have content.
Content.
Great. So when we say content, what is inside of that book? Okay, now let's make a sentence because all of the words in here are quite easy. Okay, so let's make a sentence using each of the vocabulary. So first we have here content. Okay, example. Some contents of love stories are not recommended for children. So what's your sentence?
Mm, um, wait. Mm, I think some content in the books are, uh, wait, uh, some content in the books is for you to learn.
Okay, so thank you for that. Now next we have your author.
Author.
Very good. Author is someone who writes a book. Okay, so now my sentence is J.K. Rowling is one of the best author in the world. What's your sentence?
Mm, things um let, let me
What's your
see.
sentence, man?
Mm, wait a minute. Hmm, I think Nguyễn Nhật Ánh is my favorite author.
Okay, great. Now next we have here bookworm.
Worm.
Nice. Okay, what is a bookworm, man?
I think the bookworm is the people uh have a favorite read book.
That's right. Okay, people who are really into books. It's like they can just finish one book in 2 days, like that. Or a bookworm is someone who can just finish the whole book for 1 day. That's how dedicated they are in reading. Okay, do you consider yourself a bookworm, Mayan?
No,
Do you consider yourself a bookworm, Mayan?
now I am.
Wow, great. Okay, now who is best in reading in your family? Is it you, your sister, or your brother?
Mm, I think it's my sister.
Sister, wow, very good. Okay, now look, we have here relieve stress.
Relieve stress.
Great. What do you mean by that?
Mm, the thing is, when I'm stressed, I'm listening to music. Listening to music is a relief stress.
I'll say that again, May Ann, please.
Things when I'm stressed, I'm listening to music. And listening to music help me to relieve stress.
Very good. Okay, so when we say relieve stress, that means you reduce or it's like you are reducing the stress in your life. It's like you're reducing the pressure or the tension like that. For example, taking a walk in the park can help relieve stress after a long day at work. That is relieve stress. Okay. Now next we have here nonfiction.
Non-fiction.
Very good. Okay, so here when we say nonfiction, it refers to it's like it is one of the genre of a book that is not based on a real life story. It's just based on the imagination of the author. Okay, like for example, Harry Potter is an example of a non-fiction story. Okay, so what's your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, mhm. I don't have author to read non-fiction.
One more, please.
I don't know any. I don't know the book non-fiction.
Oh, you don't know any book that is nonfiction? So, okay, let me define again. When we say nonfiction, this is a book that is not based on real story. They are stories that are based on the imagination of the author. For example, um, uh, what else? Annabelle is a nonfiction story. Another example, it's like the opposite of documentary. If documentaries are based on real life, nonfiction are just based on imagination. It never exists in real life. Another example of nonfictions are fairy tales. They are nonfictions. Oh no, I'm sorry. Who would win? Ah, okay. So actually, when we say nonfiction, they are, hold on, I am a little bit confused. Ah, so I'm sorry. So nonfiction are stories that are based on real life. I'm sorry, Mayan, I mix it up. Okay, so nonfiction are just documentaries. Okay, so for example, um, the life of Alexander, the life of Abraham is a non-fiction story. That means it happens in real life. That is non-fiction. So when we say fiction, that means based on imagination. Okay, non-fiction, okay, based on real life. That one. Okay. Sorry for the confusion, Mayan. So do you understand what is non-fiction now?
Yes.
Very good. So, okay, what's your sentence, Mayan?
Um, I don't read any books non-fiction. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so you said that you like reading documentaries, right? So
Yes.
documentaries are non-fiction stories. Okay. Now look at this one. We have here fiction.
Fiction.
Great. Okay, what is fiction? If non-fiction are based on real life, what about fiction? What is fiction?
Mm, I think the fiction is the book uh based
It
on
is based
im-
on?
imagines imaginations.
That's right. Just like Harry Potter. So this is my example earlier. Like Harry Potter is an example of a fiction story based on the author's imagination. It doesn't exist in real life. Another example, like fairy tales are great examples of fiction, like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. They are all fiction stories. Okay, so what's your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, Peter Pan is my book fiction I like.
Say that again, please.
Uh, Peter Pan is my favorite fiction book.
Very good. Okay, now next we have here improve.
Improve.
Very good. What do you mean by improve, Mayan?
Mm, I think hmm, things it's just like to try to greatly increase your appearance.
Okay, great. So in here, when we say improve, that means to make something better, just like the one that we can see in the picture. Okay, for example, you are a good reader. Okay, if you want to improve, then you will be better in reading. But if you still want to improve more because you want to be the best in reading, okay, like when we say improve, that means to enhance your skills. Okay, just like regular exercise, it can significantly improve our health. That's why uh reg that's why people exercise regularly. Okay. Like another example, I like learning English because it improved my speaking skills. Okay, so when we say improve, that means to enhance. What's your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, I think study. Um, wait a minute. Um, so
What's your sentence, Mayan?
I think learn too much is help me improve uh, improve the logic.
Okay. So thank you for that, Mayan. Now, next we have here to be a big reader.
To be a big reader.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I think the the people all read so many books.
That is right. Wow. Okay, that means you read a lot. Okay, so this is the opposite of non-reader or casual reader. If you are a big reader, you always read books. Okay, so example. As a big reader, she always has a stack of books on her bookcase and can often be found lost in a novel for hours. What's your sentence, Mayan?
I think my friend is a big reader.
Is a big reader. Very good. Okay, so now let's continue with our review. Oh, by the way, do you have any question about the vocabulary?
No, I have.
Oh, you can say no, I don't.
No, I don't.
Okay, now let's continue. We have in here reading and discuss. Oh, let's have a review first. Okay, I'm going to tell you the definition and you tell me the word. All right, Mayan? Okay,
But
so in
yes,
here, number one, this word means to make something better or enhance its quality, condition, or effectiveness. What is it?
what can you say again?
It is, what is it?
Can you say again?
Okay, so this word means to make something better or enhance its quality, condition, or effectiveness.
Mm, hmm, wait a minute.
What's your sentence?
I,
What word is that? I'm sorry.
uh, I think is what I think it's improve.
That is improve. Very good. Okay, now what about in here? Listen carefully. This word refers to a genre of the book that is not based on the imagination, but based on real life story. What is that?
I think it's fiction.
Non-fiction. Okay.
Uh,
Now, what about this one? This means to reduce pressure or tension in our life. What is it?
Patience in our life. Um, mm, uh,
What's that?
wait a minute.
Okay,
Uh,
this is relieve stress. Okay,
uh,
now last one, Mayan. Okay, this means to read a lot or to be someone who regularly engage with books. What is it?
I think is bookworm
Okay, to be, yeah, bookworm or to be a
or be
big
a big reader.
reader. Very good, Mayan. Okay, now let's move on with our reading and discussion. So I will let you read this one, Mayan, please.
Um, Wait a minute. I like reading a lot. I have had a passion for reading since I was a child. I often spend at least 1 to 2 hours a day on reading. I enjoy reading many kinds of books. When I was little, I liked reading comics books or history books. Now I like to read books about science, business, or psychology. Um, I like some books such as The World is Flat, The Powers of Introvert, to The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. I have read them many times, but I never feel bored about them. I like to stay alone in my room and read books. It is very quiet, which helps me fully concentrate on reading. Sometimes, if I feel staying in my room is a little boring, I will go to a coffee shop or the library and find a quiet corner to read. Reading helps improve our knowledge. We can have good understanding about everything in our lives, such as history, chemistry, business, and biology, through reading books. Moreover, it is also a good way to relax when concentrating on reading. We can forget all tiredness or stress in life.
Right. Thank you so much for reading this one, Mayan. You are a great reader. However, there is only one word that you mispronounce. So I want you to listen and repeat. We have here psychology.
Psychology.
Very good. So do you have any question about this one, Mayan?
No,
No. Are you sure?
wait a minute. Mm,
Or is there any words in here that you don't know?
I think it's concentrate on.
Psychology. You don't know what psychology is?
Concentrate on.
Concentrate on. So when you want to concentrate on something, that means you want to focus on one thing. Yeah, you have to focus your attention in just one thing. Like just like for example, to complete the homework successfully, you need to concentrate on it and avoid any distraction. That means you have to focus on it. That is concentrate on. Any more question, Mayan?
No.
Okay, no question. Now let me ask you. Look at this one. Does Peter like reading?
Mm, yes, he does.
That's right. How often does Peter read books?
Mm, uh, he often spends at least 1 to 2 hours a day on reading.
Very good. What are Peter's favorite kinds of books, Mayan?
Mm, he uh, he likes to read books about science, business, or psychology. psycho- psychology.
Very good. Okay, why does Peter like to read? Why does Peter like to read in his room?
Mm, um, he liked to read in his room because it is very quiet
That's
and
right. And
can help he fully concentrate on reading.
very good. Okay, now according to Peter, what are the benefits of reading?
So, uh,
What are the benefits
um,
of reading, Mayan?
I think um, means we can have good understanding about everything in our lives, such as history, chemistry, business, and biology, through reading books.
Very good, Mayan. Okay, so great, Mayan. Now, do you look at this one? Let's have a discussion, like our own discussion. Okay, which books do you like the most, Mayan?
I like documentary book, document book.
Okay, documentaries. Very good. Can you give me an example of a book that you are reading currently whose genre is a documentary?
I think it's history book, history.
History book. Very good. Okay, what history is it?
I think the history tell about some people or help my country uh, uh, mm, once upon a time.
Oh, okay. Do you also like reading histories about the whole world or just in Vietnam?
I think it's just in Vietnam, but
Just the
sometimes,
history of Vietnam, okay?
yeah, and sometimes I read in the world.
Oh, that's really great, man. Okay. So where is your favorite place to read books?
Uh, what can you say again?
Yes, man.
Can you say again?
I mean, where is your favorite place to read books?
Uh, I think it's in the Americans or the UK.
Okay, great. Do you prefer ebooks or paper books?
I think I prefer ebook.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because the ebooks have so many documents I need to read.
Okay, great, Mayan. So what do you What do you think are the benefits of reading books?
Mm, I think the benefits of reading books uh, can help me to I think I a minute.
All right. Okay, so when have you started reading books in your free time, Mayan?
Mm, I start things I start reading books in my free time is on 1 or 2 hours.
I mean, how long? I forgot my question. It's like, when have you started reading books? Was it when you were 8 years old, 7 years old, or what?
I think it's when I'm 6 years old.
16 years old. Oh, I see. Okay, that's nice. So, who influenced you to read books?
Uh, right, can you say again?
Who influenced you to read books?
It's my friends.
Yes, Mayan?
I think it's my friends.
Like, who influenced you to read books?
Well, I don't know.
Is it your mom, your brother, your sister? Like, who encouraged you to read books?
It's my sister.
Your sister. Wow. How did she encourage you or motivates you to read books, Mayan?
I think she's oh, I know it, but I don't know to say that.
It's all right. Okay. So now, what book are you currently reading, Mayan?
Currently, the currently these uh
Are you
a
currently reading any book these days?
fiction book.
Okay, that's great. Now, what book are you reading?
Mm, I think uh
Okay.
some
Anyway, Mayan, it's already time. It's all right. You probably forgot the book that you're currently reading or the title of it. Okay, so thank you so much for today, Mayan. I hope you learned something and see you tomorrow. Bye bye, Mayan.
goodbye teacher.